Nigeria, say what it is. Why you want? Why you want? Allah, I'm Nigeria.
Atiku Abubakar, see, we don't articulate. Articulate Bambo, Idea, Nigeria. She knows on articulate. She knows a Bambo, Idea, do I articulate? Mamma, articulate. Yaruana, articulate.
Gombe State has always been a very strong support base for me. The opening is a side issue. We are coming back again for the real opening of the campaign office.
As one, we can get it done.
Good morning and welcome to another beautiful time out here on your favorite morning show, Every Woman on AtikuLive. I know a lot of you will be wondering, where is IJ or where is Onyinye? Don't worry, they are here and they are around. And of course, we're all doing the same work, trying to push out the good work of our candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, out there. So today we'll be discussing on safety and security. We're still examining the 5-point agenda of His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And it's very imperative and pertinent that we discuss about safety and security, especially in today's times. We know that Nigeria is experiencing a serious hike in terms of insecurity, and nobody is secure across the nation. We've talked about last time when we were having this conversation, we made it known that Nigeria is suffering from different crime sects and crime groups, and it's been very hard on the citizens, very hard on everyone here in Nigeria, experiencing this high rates of insecurity. People are not free to travel by road anymore. People are not free to go about their daily duties. In fact, we're going to look at a different aspect of today's topic, right? We're going to have this conversation and look at a different aspect of today's topic, because even as we speak, there's still rising a rate of insecurity and security threat. I mean, just yesterday we received a security mail that circulated around social media. I'm sure everyone saw that letter that came from the U.S. Embassy, advising people that are actually in the federal capital to be very aware of what is going to be happening in the coming days, and to be very security minded and security conscious. Avoid crowded places like religious houses, markets, lounges, restaurants, malls, and the rest of it. And I asked myself a particular question: if Nigerians do not have the liberty to move freely in these areas that have been mentioned, then why are we in Nigeria? That means everyone just sit at home and do nothing. People don't go to their business premises, because if you say citizens should avoid going to the market, that means you don't want people to sell their products. You don't want people to sell what they have. You said everybody should sit at home. When I looked at that letter yesterday, I realized that these places that have been mentioned are places that people go to on a regular basis. You don't want people to go to religious houses. You don't want people to go to the market. You don't want people to visit the shopping malls, people to visit the restaurants. What do you want people to do then? And this brings me to the laxity in the area and aspect of the present administration, the Buhari-led administration. I mean, since the last 18 months, we have experienced countless deaths. Countless deaths. We are recording over 6,400 plus deaths in the last 18 months in President Buhari's administration. And campaigns are still going on. I mean, the APC are still campaigning. Meanwhile, we have the APC in government, and they are saying nothing about the increasing rate of insecurity. People are not allowed to go freely or visit their business premises freely. People are not allowed to travel by roads. I mean, even the roads we're going to be traveling, that's a different aspect entirely. The poor infrastructure, the bad roads in Nigeria. And this is why we're examining Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's 5-point agenda when it comes to safety and security. And he has promised that when he is voted into power in 2023, he will make sure that everybody have safety, everybody have the ability to move freely without anything hindering them or anything causing panic. We're going to go on a very quick break. When we're right back, we'll look deeply into Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's 5-point agenda, especially the safety and security. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
opportunity to welcome worthy leaders from this opportunity to congratulate Obachi, Obachi for the wonderful achievement. I believe when we start the real presidential campaign, again, we will witness the larger turnout in this. PDP!
As one, we can get it done.
Just joining us, this is Every Woman on AtikuLive, and if you're just joining us, we're talking about safety and security, and we're also examining Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's safety and security 5-point agenda. Where we want to be, according to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is at ensuring the security of lives, properties, and the dignity of Nigerians by restructuring and enhancing the funding of our security agencies, as well as retraining of security personnel, which is very, very important. In the last couple of months, and in the last years, in the APC-led administration, we've seen that security personnel have deteriorated drastically. And it is pertinent that security personnel are being retrained on the ability to be quick when it comes to crime response. We've had issues where there have been armed robbery cases or kidnapping cases, and victims have actually put out security alerts to security personnel, and we've seen how they've responded poorly. Now, when you even look at it, you realize that even the welfare of security personnel are at risk. And it brings me to wonder, what is the administration doing about this? This is why when we have Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in power in 2023, he has assured us of the safety of life and properties, and most importantly, of retraining of security personnel to be wrapped and apt in responding to crime situations. We're also going to look at implementing a special presidential welfare initiative for security personnel, which is very important, increasing the number of security personnel to meet the security needs of over 200 million Nigerians. When we started the show, if you're just joining us, we talked about the security threat alert that has been circulating the internet yesterday concerning from the U.S. Embassy, and have been restraining people from going to large gatherings, going to malls, religious houses, and the rest of it. Now, we have adequate security personnel, a good number of security personnel. There will be enough to cater for the security affairs and security needs of each citizen. When you go to a shopping mall or a religious house and you see adequate security personnel there, I think it will go a long way to reduce the crime rate and insecurity rates we are experiencing right now in Nigeria. We shall conduct systematic and guided recruitment exercise of up to 1 million personnel into the police force to combat current security challenges and meet the UN police to citizen ratio of 1.4. which is very important, like we said the last time. Employing the tools of strategic engagement with state and non-state actors in theaters of conflict. Promoting police-community relations to build mutual trust and confidence as proactive strategy for crime prevention and control. Streamlining the functions and operations of security outfits like the NSCDC, FRSC, amongst others to foster synergy and intelligence sharing, making them more effective. What more can we ask of our citizens, if not having adequate security personnel to cater for our needs? Now, despite assurances and claims of improved security by the Nigerian government in the Buhari-led administration, a recent report shows that the insecurity rate in Nigeria has deteriorated across the country, and over 6,400 plus citizens have been killed, have lost their lives to Boko Haram attacks. We're not talking about just Boko Haram alone, because we've seen that in Nigeria we have different attacks, we have different security challenges, from Boko Haram attack to communal clashes, to farmer headers clashes, to we have the militancy in the south and the Boko Haram in the north. What we're asking now is Buhari and his led administration should work towards making sure that the lives and properties of citizens, of Nigerians, are held in utmost priority. In fact, right now, we need it more than we can ever ask for, even though we know that the elections is in 3 or less months, in 4 or less months. But we need citizens to be assured that they have the right and the peace of mind to walk freely and travel across states without being scared of what is going to happen to them. Let's look at the campaign that was held in Kaduna by the People's Democratic Party and the insecurity that happened during the course of the campaign. We realized that talks were being sent to the campaign to attack peaceful peaceful members and supporters of the People's Democratic Party during the Kaduna campaign. And I'm wondering, what is the All Progressive Congress turning into? Are we breeding talks? Are we turning our youth to talks? We've said that Nigeria has over 65% of youth. 65% of the Nigerian population are youth. And you're turning that good number of good percentage of the population to talks. Because if we cannot experience issue-based campaign in October, where we are just 4 months from the general elections, I don't know what the APC is expecting every other political candidate to do. And this brings me to talking about the importance of security personnel, adequate security personnel, just like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has pointed out in his 5-point agenda, that he is going to be recruiting 1 million security personnel to meet up to the U.S. security personnel to citizen ratio. And it is very important, very important, very imperative. And it brings me down to every woman, because women get to bear the brunt. Like we said the last time, women do not have the opportunity to go to their farms anymore because we have farmers' headers clash as well. We can't have adequate agricultural products being circulated in the country because of insecurity. Jobs are youth are losing their jobs on daily basis. Unemployment are increasing on daily basis because of insecurity. So at the end of the day, insecurity is the bane of confidence that Nigerians need in any presidential candidate as of 2022 right now. And this is why we are confident in selling the candidacy of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, because we have seen the importance of security when it comes to campaigning and it comes to reviving Nigeria. He has said he's a unifier, and of course, as a unifier and a Pan-African leader, he has traveled across the 36 states in Nigeria, and he knows what we've said it times without number on every woman, that he has first-hand experience in running the affairs of the country. And we've seen what he did. We've seen what the People's Democratic Party did when they were in party as far back as 2015. And we've seen how it has deteriorated in the course of the years. And we're in 2022, and we're still talking about the high rate of insecurity in Nigeria. And I'm here to ask everybody who are the APC supporters, as well as the Buhari-led administration, where do you want Nigerians to be in 2023? If you don't tackle insecurity right now, are you going to have a people to govern by next year? If we keep losing people to kidnapping, we keep losing people to bandits, we keep losing Nigerians to attacks, to killings, and the rest of it to communal clashes, what is going to happen to Nigerian economy comes 2023? What are you campaigning for? What are you telling us? What are you saying we should hope for? What do we look up to? What do we expect? What do we expect come 2023? So this is the much we can take on every woman. All I can say this morning is a friendly appeal to Nigerians out there. Please be on alert. Make sure you're always on alert wherever you find yourself, in the market, in religious houses, anywhere you find yourself. If you suspect any unwelcome movement, please do well to report to the authorities. Do well to be. We can't assure a safe Nigeria if we don't do the work ourselves. All of us have the right. All of us have our own part to play when it comes to ensuring a secure society. So please stay alert, stay on alert. Make sure you're very watchful. Make sure you're looking out for yourself, for the next person, because we only have ourselves until February 2023, when we are sure that we're going to have a presidential candidate being sworn in, or who wins the election. No priority to this government. But that being said, we owe ourselves the due diligence to look out for ourselves and look out for the next person beside you. Make sure you're on alert. Make sure you avoid crowded places. For now, please report any suspicious movements. Report any suspicious movement. And this is my word to women, young women, especially the youth out there who are women. It's gonna tell on your future, and it's very wrong that you subscribe to crime. It's very wrong that you give yourself out to be sweet talk or cajoled into being involved with crime. As a youth and as a woman, you have the right to come out and be a part of a positive society. What do I mean? Come out and be a part of the change. And which change are we talking about? The change of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who has promised us nothing but safety, who has promised us nothing but confidence, because a lot of Nigerians have lost their confidence. I won't be surprised if we have voters' apathy come 2023 because of the high insecurity rate. But I would sure tell every Nigerian watching right now that after the 2023 elections, when Alhaji Atiku Abubakar will win the presidency, by God's grace, come 2023, all of this will be bygone, and it will be a story, a forgone story. It will be something that we will not be talking about again. Until I come your way again tomorrow, please stay out of trouble. We're still looking and examining Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's 5-point agenda. We'll keep talking about it and making Nigerians know that this is the path to follow. They keep saying, follow who no road. Now, who sabi road? Now, I go carry you past trouble. So the thing is, we'll keep telling Nigerians what they need to know. We'll keep letting you know that this is the right path to follow and this is the right choice to make. Until I see you tomorrow, have a beautiful day. It is here on Every Woman. My name is Tenawal Basi. Please send us what you think on your suggestions and comments to our social media platforms across board that are displayed right now on your screen. You can also screen. Until I see you tomorrow, have a beautiful day, and please be safe, be watchful, be on alert. Have a beautiful day.
Opportunity to welcome worthy leaders from I want to use this opportunity to congratulate Obachi, for the wonderful achievement. I believe when we start the real presidential campaign, again, we will witness the danger that now in this. PDP!
As one, we can get it done.
Wayo kaina, wayo kasar gadona, wayo kaina, wayo kasar gadona, wayo kaina, Najeriya tushe na, wayo kaina.
We welcome Atiku to Kaduna State, and we are happy he's here because he is our choice for Nigeria. As you know, Atiku is a unifier. He's someone that we need at the moment right now to lead the country, to unify the country, to bring economic prosperity in the country, and to solve the security situation in the country.
Shi yasa na ɗauki alƙawari na ce kashi 60 a gwamnati na tsakanin matasa ne da mata.
I think the importance of this event cannot be overemphasized. I am fascinated by Atiku Abubakar's vision and mission for Nigeria, his agenda for Nigerians, and his own conceptualization of the core issues that touch on the very heart of our developmental goals and realities and needs. And he has done needs assessment on what is required to move Nigeria forward. You only need to look at his documents and you will see where he has enunciated, where he has pontificated and expanded his vision across the various issues that affect our national life. So I am convinced without any iota of doubt that if he continues with this momentum, he will be in an unassailable position to take the leadership of Nigeria.
Inshallah, he's going to be our next president. We are proud of him.
I want to welcome our PDP family to Edo State. Edo is PDP, and PDP is Edo.
I want to thank the people of Edo State for voting for me in 2019. I will not forget that one. I want to thank Edo people for sticking together with PDP. Edo no be Lagos. E no go be Lagos lie. Today, we are promised to reunify this country. What do we mean by that? We mean we are going to give each and every part of this country a sense of belonging. You will not be excluded in anything. That is why we are being referred to as unifiers of our great nation. We promise to restore security. Whatever it is going to take us to do, we shall restore the security in this country so that you can travel day and night, so that you can go to your farms, so that you can go to anywhere secured. And since we have promised to devolve more powers to the states and local governments, you can also have your own local police. We will send back all our eligible children to school. They must go to school. Every child must go to school. My brothers and sisters, my fellow people of Edo State, I have come here to make these undertakings, and I promise you we will fulfill our promises. PDP! PDP! Power to the people!
As one, we can get it done.